All right, retro cultist, here we are. We are at Balsam Antique Mall, I believe in Waynesville, North Carolina. I'll have to double check that when I leave here because the cell surface in here is terrible. Go take a look around. It has two different levels. I'm on the upper level right now, checking some things out. Lots of fantastic stuff in the booths here today. Go check out, see what we find. I like this little train here. It's a Jim Beam train. I like that. That's kind of cool. Over here, I'll dig through the license plates to see if we can find anything cool. Take a look around, see what they have. Did see this hiding underneath this baseball book. I kind of like that. That's nice. It's going to have to be an absolutely amazing find before I change my mind on the things that I found in here today. Fantastic place though. They have a little bit of everything. They've got some booths with old antiques. They have some booths with vintage toys. They have some modern day things. A little bit of everything around here. I like it though. One of my favorite places to go when I'm up near Western Carolina. I like that old oven there. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. That's nice. Keep on looking around. Hey, need a Peaches crate for the records. G.I. Joe Special Missions comic book there. That's awesome. I like that. That's awesome. Take a look around here. Oh man, look at that Harlem Globetrotters pennant. That is awesome. That Astrodome is nice. And what is this guy? Oh yeah, I like that. That's cool. Still looking around, see what else they got. We'll head back downstairs and make our way towards the front, and then I have to decide what all I am going to get today. I do enjoy this booth. I call this the Superman booth. I have found some really cool stuff in here for Mac Daddy before. Most of it was buried in this box here of older, not super old Superman comic books, but it looks like somebody has really gone through this and got all the Superman stuff out. But they do have some older toys in here which are kind of cool, like this booth. Very nice. Look at all these old trains. I like that. Very cool. I mean, look at this. If you're a train fanatic, this is the way to go, man. Holy cow. Another fantastic booth here that usually has a couple things here and there that catch my eye most of the time as I go through. I like this one. I do wish this had the original artwork right here at the joysticks. I probably would pick that up if they did. But I'm going to tell you, for 15 bucks, that's not bad. You might be able to find that sticker online somewhere or have somebody make it for you. All right, let's head downstairs to where even more cool stuff is. Oh yeah, a sucker for vintage G.I. Joe stuff. Always. Around here. I found some more license plates that we need to go through. Just trying to find one more for Mrs. Mac Daddy. Oh man, I actually kind of like those too. Little Pyrex there. 100 bucks. our way through here. If you're into glassware, I've noticed this is the place to come. Maybe you need some plates and glasses. Not going to be missing out on anything here. My word. All right. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I like that. I say that looks original. I don't know if that shell sign is original. I have to go back and take a look at that to see if it is.
As we made our way downstairs, I found a booth that had a little bit of a mix of toys and records. I really did want to pick up these Talking Viewmasters. They were just priced a little bit too high for me. I probably would have thought about it again had they been the Spider-Man version of it. Then I found these awesome records digging through a couple of crates here. You saw the Headless Horseman there. And I saw those vibrant colors that I typically see on the Disney book and records. Robin Hood, pretty fantastic. I have that. Snow White, book and record by Peter Pan. Peter Pan records are one of my favorites to collect. There was a Rudolph and the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Peter Pan and Santa Claus Coming to Town. All of these were fantastic, and to be honest with you, I probably would have picked up quite a few of these had I not found what I did here at the end of the video. I thought I would go through the box a little bit more because you never really know what you might find hiding in amongst these old records here. But unfortunately, I really couldn't find a lot of things that I was specifically digging for. I did come across some more of the Disney records, Mary Poppins. I have that in my collection. I do need this Aladdin. I do not have that. Would like to pick that up. And I like this Treasure Island. I have the larger version. It was this crate of records that really got me excited. The Gremlins obviously kind of hooked me in. And as I started to dig towards the back, this is where I found the gold today when I got to this particular antique store. Normally, I probably would have spent a little bit more time looking at this Care Bears record, but I knew I had found some amazing things when I got to here. Check out this Fantastic Four, The Way It Began book and record set. I had that when I was little, and there was no way that I was leaving without that. Unopened Spider-Man records. I love the fact that they were still sealed, but they are not books and records. This Batman, read in here, is a book and record, something that I definitely had to think about for certain. And then the Scarecrow's
All
message.
right, let's take a look at the haul from Balsam Antique Store. First thing up here, I knew immediately that I was going to pick this up, was this book and record with Batman. I have quite a few Batman records. This is the only one that I have that is a book and record. And add that to the fact that it's a Peter Pan, and it was just a must-have. I love Peter Pan records, and I'm always excited to find a new edition book and record set to add to my collection. Just upon initial inspection, I can already tell you that this is going to have to be something that we're going to have to do a little bit of a deeper dive on here on the RetroCult sometime soon. Listen to some of the record and go through the comic. This is a perfect example of what it was like for me growing up, just sitting and reading comics and listening to the record that went along with it. And I would love to add all of these, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Spider-Man, to my collection. Second thing that we picked up should not be a shock. Lots of records, lots of ones that I wanted, but only 2 of them were books and records. And if you have a book to go along with the record, you're going to win over just a record every time. Although those Spider-Mans were sealed, I had to pick up this Fantastic Four, The Way It Began. If you've seen the new Fantastic Four movie, you'll understand that this exact scene shows up in the movie, which I think is pretty awesome. Again, just looking on the inside of this, I can already tell you that this is going to have to be another one of those things that later on down the line here on the RetroCult that we listen to some of the record and we go through this comic book together and take a little bit of a deeper dive into everything that's going on inside of here. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on the RetroCult. Don't forget to join the cult, like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time.